OMG, March is gone, and it feels like New Year's was just yesterday, but the first quarter of the year has already passed. I know a lot of guys and girls are freaking out. The year is going by so quickly. And now it's April, and we have no public holidays in April, but we have many special days like Arbor Day, World Water Day, and also today is April Fool's Day. Now, have you guys pranked anyone just yet? If you haven't, you still got time, so think of something creative, but not too severe. I know a lot of people go a little bit too far with these jokes, but make sure they're fun and safe. And if you are a child right now at school, you can prank your friends as well. And of course, we get a free ticket today. You know why? Because it's April Fool's Day. You can play a prank and people will forgive you. But like I said, keep it smart, fun, and safe. Don't go overboard. Don't go over the line. Don't go over the limits. You know, it's got to be all good fun. And, you know, because you're there to share good love. Which is the first song of the show? Good Love, Mary J. Blige featuring T.I. Yeah, that was Mary J. Blige featuring T.I. with Good Love. And guess what, y'all? Y'all listening to Who's Poopin'? It's like April Fools. It's What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, of course. And GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, a couple of things, of course, if you want to get in contact with us. Of course, everybody wants to hit us up. Hit us up on our email, efmpoppin@gmail.com, if you have any questions or just want to say, what up? Also, about our playlist, you can check it out on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM. What's poppin'? And also, our Twitter. Get the followers going. Get all your friends to follow us on Twitter and message us at TBS What's Poppin'. All right, ladies and gents, it's time for today's pick. And the word for today is, of course, prankety prank. Not prankety prank, but prank. Because today is April Fool's Day, and April Fool's Day is not a public holiday. But people have been honoring this date for a long time. All types of jokes and pranks all over the world. And for your entertainment, we got some funny pranks that happened throughout history. Number one. TV used to be just in black and white. And in 1962, one of the Swedish television companies announced that their viewers could watch color TV by placing a fine mesh screen or by placing a nylon stocking in front of the screen. They explained this with all bunch of scientific sounds, nonsense, and all that bad, good stuff. And many Swedish people did this. They actually put the stocking over the TVs to see if it worked. But they got pranked. Number two. Jovian Plutonian gravitational effect. In 1976, British astronomer was on the BBC radio and told their listeners that at 9:47 Jupiter, Pluto, and Earth would align, and this rare occurrence would interfere with Earth's gravity. And he told listeners to jump at 9:47 to experience a brief floating sensation. Soon a bunch of people called into the station and spoke about their floating experience. One caller argued that she floated around the room, and another caller argued he jumped too quick and bumped his head on the ceiling. Now, not only was that a prank, but these callers, they're lying. Number three. In 2007, an American multinational search engine corporation announced that they will print out all your emails for you and stack them in a box and ship them to your door. They actually launched a convincing website to back it up. Some people took it seriously, and the company finally had explained that it was only a joke. Now, we can't really help you on how to trick your friends or, come up with some creative tricks. And it's all for you guys. You guys have time to plan it out. And the perfect song to plan it out is set up right now. This is Khalees with Trick Me. That was Khalees singing Trick Me. And we just talked about what? April Fool's Day, because guess what today is? It's that day, April Fool's Day. The day of epic pranks. Happened in the past, happened in the future, or gonna happen in the future. But we in the present, so I'm trying to think of some funny pranks to do today to my friends. So let us know on Twitter and email us as well if you have any funny stories from the past, or if you're thinking about doing something. So we can judge you too, because I don't want you to do something that you're gonna regret later on. Because I'll just say this: one of my friends had his mom pranked. He called his mom and said that he was in the hospital, got in a car accident, and I'll just say it did not go as planned. Those kind of pranks can go a little too far. I guess don't mention death, don't mention accidents and being hurt, because that can actually get you in an argument. I've been in arguments before in the past because somebody tried to be funny, but like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what's wrong? It's like, my mom's in the hospital. That kind of stuff, not funny. So be wise, be smart, and have fun with the pranks, but don't go overboard. All right, guys? Anyways, April Fools, if you think about it, it's a little odd and it's a bizarre tradition, but have you ever wondered how it started? So here's a little background. Apparently this tradition started back in the 16th century in France. Back in the days, France was using Julian calendar. Sorry guys, no more French accent. Up until the 1564s. And the new year began around the time of April back then. But then King Charles IX declared that France will be using the Gregorian calendar instead, which shifted New Year's Day to January 1st. And of course, not everyone accepted it. They were all mad. Some people didn't want the New Year's date to be changed, and some people simply didn't get the news. So, too bad for them. Anyways, to make fun of those people, other people started to send gifts and invited bogus parties to fool whoever didn't want the new change or haven't heard the news. Now, enough for April Fools, because I know y'all trying to think, so I'll give you time to think about what you're going to do today. Prank your friends and family, but don't take it too far. Now, the next artist we're going to move on to is Mr. Jaheim. Now, I'm proud of Jaheim. You know why? Because he's an American R&B singer born and raised in where? New Jersey. Now, on his interview, he told his fans he made a lot of mistakes and hung out with the wrong crew growing up and ended up in juvenile facilities a lot. Unfortunately, he's learned from his lessons and his mistakes. I did too. I was in jail. Psych, I'm just joking. See? It's April Fool's. I can get away with it. Anyways, we're going to listen to one of his singles. It's called Age Ain't a Factor, which is released in 2013. Check it out. Yeah, that was Mr. Jersey Boy, Jaheim, with Age Ain't a Factor. Now, that is very true. Age don't matter. I'm just saying this because a lot of people are always like, well, that girl's too young for me or that boy's too old for me. It don't matter. If you love somebody, love somebody. Don't worry about the age. And a lot of Koreans are very sensitive about age and they critique each other about age and aging, of course. And if you listeners out there are thinking you're too old, no, you're not too old. That's why you listen to What's Poppin'. And What's Poppin' is one of those, I want to say, fountain of youth type radio programs. Yes, we try to make you look young, feel young, because that's how I am. People don't know my age. Actually, over the weekend, I had a fun situation when somebody was like, how old is you? I was like, how old is you? And then I found out my friend's age, and then I told him, I was like, I'm the same age as you, but I hope he ain't listening, because he looked 40 years old. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, Devin, if you're listening. You look old, buddy. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next artist, and the next artist looks so beautiful. And since we're talking about age, this lady, she started when she was 19. But guess what? I think she's my brother's age, so she's probably like 36 or 37 years old right now. And she is still beautiful, still looks young. And her name is Maya. And for those Koreans who don't know who she is, she sang a little song called Real Lady Marmalade. That was my impersonation of another artist in that song. Of course, Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Pink, and Maya were on that song. And Maya ain't just a great dancer or a singer. She's a great dancer. And I believe she was a choreographer too as well. So she's taught a lot of people how to dance. But with no further ado, check it out. Last song for the first half of our show, Maya with Mr. Incredible. Hello, everybody, and this is Alex Jensen. Psych, April Fools. It's me, Brian Jew, and welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. Guess what, y'all? Somebody gonna walk up in the studio, talk about sampling music on our Tuesday segment called Chop, Loop, and Reverse It. And we're talking about Mr. Joe Park. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Skinny Bones, Joe Park.
Skinny Bones?
Well, you ain't huge.
Well, what about you? What about yourself?
I'm a CrossFitter, so...
CrossFitter, so you slim, you cut.
I'm sexy. I'm sexy,
okay.
Yeah, and I know it. Boom, 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 boom. We have Joe Park in the studio right now. He's going to be talking about sampling, going back to the roots of some tracks to give you guys some knowledge where they originated from. So, Joe, Take the mic. Oh, by the way, I have news for you.
Whoa.
I have to tell you you're fired. April Fools!
Firing on the air.
That would
awesome.
Stink if that actually happened and you didn't come back next week. And we're laughing about it.
Wow.
Go on, tell us which artist you brought today.
All right, first song I brought in for you is by Brian Jew. I was joking. By Nas. By Nas featuring Anthony Hamilton.
Listeners, Joe is trying to make a jokey joke, but it went down and just wah, 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 wah.
Anyways.
You didn't have enough coffee today.
No, I'm on the
way
special water.
Yeah, that's
I'm
way
on
too
the
much
special
sugar.
water. I need my sugar.
You on the scissor? Okay. You going to jail. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, the song's called World's an Addiction.
Okay.
By Nas featuring Anthony Hamilton. And the song was released in 2012 off his 11th studio album, Life is Good.
Okay.
And it was primarily produced by No ID and Salam Remy.
Are you making these names up?
No, No ID.
I don't know. It's April Fool's Day. You could be tricking me right now. You can make up all these names and I'll believe you.
Yeah,
only
that's
because you never lie.
That's right. I never lie. Even though it's April Fool's. I'm an honest man.
You're a weirdo. Go ahead.
So yeah, No ID and Salam Remy. And for all you guys
Slam or Salam?
Salam.
You said Slam.
Salam.
You said Slam Remy. Get the names right or don't say them at all.
And No ID, you know, do you know who he is? No ID? He's the one who...
I have no idea. Get it?
Oh my gosh. No ID was the one who actually trained Kanye West.
No ID did?
Yeah. He's like a legendary...
He should go to jail then.
producer who, you know, taught Kanye the ropes of how to sample and all that kind of stuff. And so...
Okay. I know how to sample too. When I go shopping, you know, in the little food corner, you sample the sausages and the bulgogi and stuff. Right. My bad.
Yeah. How you still saying shape after all that?
Just talk.
Okay. And Nas wrote this album after his divorce from Khalees, and basically...
Oh, Nas was married to Khalees?
He used to be.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he used to be. And so he was going through a lot at that time, and, you know, he wrote some big songs about his life, about his daughter, how it feels. There's this music video about how, you know, his daughter's all grown up now and meeting another guy and how it feels to be the father.
So he's seen it in a different, I guess, perspective now as an adult. Okay.
Yeah, you know, when we have our daughters, you know, how are we going to feel about meeting the daughter's boy? Like, Daddy,
That's going to be weird. I just thought about my brother's daughters right now. My nieces are 11 and 10.
Oh, really?
And my oldest niece had the nerve to email me one time. She don't even ask me, like, Samchun, how you doing? She was like, Samchun, I want to meet Taeyang and Zac Efron. It's the two weirdest mixes of people.
Yeah.
She said, Taeyang and Zac Efron. I was like, first of all, Zac Efron ain't in Big Bang. He's an American actor.
Yeah.
And Taeyang, he's too old for you. They're both too old for you. She's 11 years old.
Wow.
I don't know. Kids grow up too quick. I know you would come from Nas. I know where you coming from, dude.
Yeah, so this album did very well. Debuted at #1 on the US Billboard 200.
Okay.
Sold about 150,000 copies in its first week.
The first week?
Yeah. This album was hot, and, you know, he's considered as one of the greatest MCs of all time. And also like one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time as well.
Yes, he was.
And, yeah, Nas, you know, he was... in a big feud with Jay-Z at one point.
Yes, he was.
They were dissing each other, and Biggie was in the middle of it. But like, you know, Nas came out before Jay-Z did. So Jay-Z was actually a little a fan of Nas.
When?
Back in the day, Nas first came out.
I love how you're saying his name. I can tell that you're from the younger generation because the younger people read his name the way it's spelled. It's actually pronounced Nas with like a Z sound.
Okay.
His real name was Nasir.
Yeah, Nasir, yes.
Not Nasir. If you won't get your information, get it right.
Yeah, Nas and Nas, you know.
Nas.
Tomato.
It's like someone coming up to me like, hey, what's up, Brienne? I'm like, no, it's Brian, first of all.
Yo, there's a name called Brienne.
You fired. And this ain't no April Fool's jokes. Give me the information.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah. Really?
What?
It's nice.
So confusing today. Yeah, so Nas has released like 13 studio albums during his whole career, and he's sold over 25 million records. How many records do you think you sold?
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You make me sad. Thank you so much.
No, I'm just wondering.
Anyways, we're going to go on to the sample. And the sample, what's the sample called?
It's called Something's Missing by 5 Stair Steps and QB.
All right, we're going to listen to the sample for now because I'm sad. That was the sample, of course. I like that sample. Doo-doo-dee-doo-dee. It's kind of horror movie-esque.
Yeah, it gets you into that mode.
You get like angry.
Yeah, you want to just rap about and just talk about your life.
Yeah, just like I did. I sampled a little raps.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it on air right now.
Okay.
Because it made you laugh, and if it made you laugh, that means people are gonna be like judging me later on. But that's a song that Nas used in his song with Anthony Hamilton called Worlds in Addiction.
Yep.
So with no further ado, since we have been talking a lot about Nas, we gotta listen to the song. Can you introduce the song then?
Yes, the song's called Something's Missing by 5 Stair Steps and QB.
What?
Oh, wait, never mind. What is the song? Worlds in Addiction by Nas featuring Anthony Hamilton. There we go.
Yes, that was my man Nas featuring Anthony Hamilton with Worlds in Addiction. Great song. Doo-doo. That gets you kind of mad. Not mad, but pumped up. You know? So if you guys are sleeping or falling asleep right now, we're trying to pump you up on this wonderful April Fool's morning.
Yep.
Now moving on to the next artist. And the next artist, because Joe's not creative,
What are you talking about?
he just chose the featuring artist off of Nas.
I'm
and the
trying
next
to connect
artist
it together, make it all smooth. Have a theme, you know what I mean?
Anyways, Anthony Hamilton is next artist, and the song is called
They Don't Know.
Know What?
That's what the song's called.
But they don't know what. What's he talking about in the song?
They don't know about his life. They don't know what he's been through. They don't know where he's from.
Okay.
They don't know what he had to go through to be an artist. They don't know. Anyways.
Because Joe's thug now. Okay. Cool. Now drop some knowledge for us one time.
Yes, this song was released in 2007 on his 5th studio album called Sound and Comfort. And the album consists mainly of like previously recorded tracks that were unreleased.
Okay.
And he wrote around like 2000 to around 2002. So this is like before he rose to fame. So he started to bring out his older tracks and be like, you know what, I'm going to release this. And, you know, he started back in the day as a background singer for D'Angelo on his tour in 2000.
All right.
You know, that's how he started to get more experience and whatnot. And then he featured on the chorus of a Nappy Roots single in 2002 called Po Folks.
I like that title.
Po Folks.
What's that mean? What's Po Folks?
Po Folks. Well, take a guess.
Po
Folks. Come on. You like to...
Poe. Edgar Allan Poe, the
Anyways,
the author.
Yeah, Poor Folks.
Yes.
Which earned a Grammy nomination for Best Collaboration.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, and Anthony Hamilton, he has a one-of-a-kind voice. It's very raspy, very... I don't even know.
I know a lot of people. Yeah, ain't one of a kind. I know a lot of people raspy voices. I work with one called Juan He. Okay.
Yeah, but his raspy's a different raspy. His is more like breathy raspy.
What's that even mean, breathy raspy? What kind of words you using, man? You need to educate yourself. Read a dictionary. Read an encyclopedia. Go back to Canada and get your education on. April Fools!
Wow.
Keep going.
Okay, all right.
Go!
So he first debuted in 1996 with just a single, non-album, and you know, wasn't really discovered. It reached about like 68 on the charts, and it was just a single that came out. But then his second studio album called "Comin' From Where I'm From," which consists of the single "Come Where I'm From" and "Charlene."
Okay.
Which hit number 3 on the Billboard.
Ooh.
Now, this was his breaking album. You know, when everyone's like, woo, there he is. And that was his year when he started to just break out.
What are you eating?
Pardon?
What are you eating?
What am I eating?
I know the habit that Joe does. What? Every other sentence, you're like this. So he did Charlene. You smack your lips. I literally thought that you were chewing gum. I was like, this fool is not chewing gum on my show.
I'm not chewing gum.
All right.
I don't chew gum.
Catch yourself. Watch. Keep doing it.
Okay.
Give us information. You'll hear yourself smacking your lips. Go ahead.
Okay. And
Nice.
he also has a soundtrack on the movie Django Unchanged.
Okay.
Unchained, sorry. Did you see that movie?
Unchanged? Django Unchained. Actually, I heard it was a great film. I never got to see it.
You didn't see it? Oh,
are you judging me?
My goodness, I am judging you.
Anyway, since you're judging me, we're going to listen to the sample. What's the sample called?
The sample's called
See?
The Heat Is On.
They're laughing because they hear it
By
too.
the Isley Brothers.
Fine, we'll listen to the sample right now so I can tease this dude a little bit more. The Isley Brothers, The Heat Is On. That was the Isley Brothers with The Heat Is On.
Yep.
Actually, I never heard this song before because this song is an old song. When did it come out?
It came out in 1975 on the album The Heat Is On. Yeah.
I hope my mom don't hear this because my mom tunes in sometimes, and if I say 1975 is old, she calls me. She goes, "No, 1975 is not old. No, you make 엄마 look so old." I was like, "Mom, you is old." Like, "No, you is old. You crazy. No, 엄마 얘기하지 마 radio, okay? I am mad at you." That's what my mom says to me all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my own TV show called Brian and Mom.
That'd be awesome.
It's gonna be on a cable network soon, coming soon. Anyways, we're not talking about my mom. We ain't talking about me. We're talking about Anthony Hamilton. And that's the Isley Brothers song that he used to make his song. Now, give us information about the Isley Brothers.
Yeah, so it was released on their 13th studio album.
Okay.
And the Isley Brothers are legendary R&B and one of the pioneers for like pop music and stuff like that.
Alrighty.
And so this album was written and produced entirely by the group and was recorded in Burbank, California. The album sold 500,000 copies in its first month. Ooh, and the album went straight to number one in the US. Yeah, they have a lot of number one albums. And this album is also is also recognized as one of the best albums from the Isley Brothers. Did you hear what I said?
Yes,
no,
I
you didn't. You were laughing.
About the Isley Brothers. There you go.
What would I say?
Information. I'm gonna let her laugh. Hold on.
You focus on my lips.
We're going to listen to this song right now.
Okay.
And as we listen to this song, y'all can email us and let us know how many times Joe today on our show. Check it out. This is Anthony Hamilton with They Don't Know. That was Anthony Hamilton with They Don't Know. This song got a little country vibe to it.
He's from down south.
Yes, he is. But guess what, y'all? It's time to wrap things up. We want to thank Mr. Joe Park for coming in the studio today.
Thank you.
And smacking his lips 20,000 times. I bet you a lot of listeners are thinking that. They're like, is Joe kissing Brian on the cheek?
What?
No, y'all. He wants to.
Gosh,
he wants to because I have some cute little soft cheeks and everything. That ain't going to happen.
But you do have nice skin.
Aw. You're so nice. My mom would love you for that. My mom loves when people give me, good comments and stuff like that. Just some compliments.
Ooh, part of his son.
You give me some weird looks right now. It's just weird. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in on this wonderful April Fool's. But I'm going to advise you guys, please play light pranks. Nothing too serious because you don't want your friends to hate you. You want them to just laugh and, just help them get like a stress reliever out of their system. Don't make them mad at you. All right, guys? Last song for today's show is by Daily. It's called Look Up. But don't be sad because Brian Jew will be back tomorrow, y'all, on a live show. But this is once again Brian Jew and
Joe Park
signing off. Peace.